like a relic of yesteryear when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as East fans know, the Little Brown Jug's history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense takes the field for the first time today. This was a fun one last year. Michigan had a big 24-3 lead at one point, but give it to the Gophers. They came roaring back in the fourth quarter. Oh, so close to sipping victory from the Little Brown Jug, and you got to think they'll be looking to finish the job this time.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they fought to the very, very end. In that game last year, that Minnesota just couldn't get anything going on offense until late in the game when they stormed back 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Michigan was able to hold on, but they better be ready, expecting Minnesota to come out of the gates firing early.
Yeah, they should be. They felt like they got back in it. They had a chance to win, and heartbreak at the end with the field goal, but this is a fun rivalry. This is a fun physical game. Who can win the line of scrimmage? Who can run the football? That's usually a good indicator of who's going to win this football game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early to the air. It's Lindsey. Finds his tight end. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the Big wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Tracy. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Golden Gophers are flying down the field. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In the lore of the Little Brown Jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so badly.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important. I mean, it was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, you get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little Brown Jug.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted in the first drive.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
So here comes the Michigan offense.
Ready? Break. Single, single.
Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Got his man downfield. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the shotgun, the inside give. Turning it on! And the defense drags him down.
I don't think the defense was expecting a run on that play. 2nd and forever. They were all dropping back into coverage. They got gashed.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's Underwood. That's caught. It's Marshall. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry-Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the Little Brown Jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then. A little you're gonna fix the game, mess with my players, and I think all those things. It's really cool to learn the backdrops, Jesse, of rivalries and how things are named the way they are, and why the hatred usually runs so deep.
You know what's interesting is a lot of these players on the field right now, they probably don't have any idea of the history and how interesting that is. All they care about is adding another trophy to the trophy case, and they want the Little Brown Jug in that box.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the ground with the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
In the big house with his huge third down play. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get the...
There he goes! He's at the 40, the 20, past the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Safe completion on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a crease to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense that you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The Golden Gophers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Complete in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
The Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Minnesota has been perfect in bowl games under P.J. Fleck. Now the challenge, row that boat into deeper postseason waters.
But this is a guy who's very tenured in an era of college football where there's so much turmoil and turnover at the head coaching spot. Minnesota has found their guy in consistency. I think he's a guy who motivates this team extremely well, Dave, and because of that each and every year, this has got to be a program you keep your eye on.
Always, and they're always a team that's knocking on the door of beating some of these better teams that are playing for national titles or playing to get in the college football playoff. Just consistency, defense, toughness, always have a running game, don't beat themselves. That's what you expect from Minnesota football teams.
The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Coaching talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And here comes the... Offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun. Give on the inside. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Underwood. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up. a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. With the catch, it's Moore. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Lets it fly deep downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Taylor has it. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Catch in the middle. It's Tracy putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary, guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Throws to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Yeah, you could tell he was trying to fit in there, trying to make a play. Obviously, third and long. You got to get it sticks, but you also got to make sure I'm dialed in and my feet are in order and then my eyes get tied together. together with my hands. It was just a little bit off on that throw.
Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was lighting up the scoreboard, and then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Golden Gophers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Right on target this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football. Turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Here comes the Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the grab, it's McCulley. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Might be changing the route. The pitch to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Get ready.
Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. To the air. It's Underwood. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Finds his big tight end. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So they'll send out the field goal unit from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's going to run it. Moving past the 25. And he's dragged down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's going for it all. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, great energy in that building and a fun first half for both Michigan and Minnesota with the little brown jug on the line. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Michigan. plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Golden Gophers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Simpson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Underwood. Grab near the marker, it's Moore. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it! They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big game, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish. with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. To the air, it's Lindsey. Catch in the middle, it's Glenn. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Makes the grab. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give is to Taylor. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the counter. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The Golden Gophers are on the move. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. He lets one fly deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Taylor. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional ground.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. He's going to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Fortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it. Now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. There he goes. The 50. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute in those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. He'll pull it down. It's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls down.
This offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got him. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Taylor has it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum. Some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up with this offense.
The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. run it. It's Haynes. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's McCulley. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Wide open on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Off the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they will go so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant, David.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to catch Michigan on a bad day. But that little brown jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Lindsey. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. Question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the... coach is in store. We'll see as we start the fourth. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on fourth down. Still going. There he goes. The 20. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The give is to Taylor. Breaks the tackle. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage.
Oh, he's got some space. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Now on first down from the 30. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down, looking for more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Nice move to pick up yardage. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. Creates a little room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal blocking.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And he missed it. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Taylor has it. Breaks into the open. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
And the Golden Gophers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's the handoff. Nice move to keep running. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind. So here comes the Michigan offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Across the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Dropping back, it's Underwood. That's caught, it's Klein. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Power football with the run. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The Wolverines are on the move. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back on the move. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Got it set up on the outside. He was trying to get it to the 25, but the defense stands tall, and they force a 4th and short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make... miss and go get the first, or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play, and even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first, and now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Give to the running back. Fights off a defender.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the tailback. Turning it on!
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And these are tough spots for the offense to get in. You're trailing. You've got to pass the football. Defense ready for it, sitting back. A lot of DBs on the field, break on the football. They know the pass is coming, and they take advantage.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback's just going to take a knee. This trophy has been around forever, the oldest in the FBS, and for much of that time it has been controlled by Michigan. And once again, it is the Wolverines taking the little brown jug away from Minnesota. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.